What's up, Romulo Melo BJJ fam? It is your boy Blake here to give you a quick rundown of everything that happened at round 2 of the Romulo Melo Invitational, as well as what you can expect to see tomorrow afternoon at the finals. First off, guys, I have to apologize in the delay of the uploads. The media center has been totally flooded with, obviously, press obligations and interview requests to talk about my devastating loss to Dan DeFlumery. It's been a little overwhelming, that in combination with my day job, wedding anniversary, and the Tour de France is on TV. That's like 6 hours that I have to watch every day. And yeah, I'm busy, okay? I have a life outside of making these videos for you. I guess these are really for me. On to the action. So last Wednesday night, we saw the narrowing down of the 180-pound bracket, as well as some really intense exhibition matches, some super fights against some very eager competitors ready to get a little bit of that competition taste on their lips. The evening started off with Malik versus Fernando. I hope no one ever tells these guys that this was not an audition for the UFC Contender Series, because they went absolutely apeshit. Malik had some very aggressive and nearly successful submission attempts, taking a win over Fernando in that match. Then we saw one of the most entertaining fights of the night, I'd say Lee versus Clarissa. Lee has a very awesome open guard, lapel guard game, and Clarissa is a very tight top player. Really interesting to see this exchange of styles and body types. That match ultimately ended up in a draw, but I mean, the audience was the real winner there. Next, we saw a very acrobatic competition between Alex Sherman and Calvin Liu. This was more of a Cirque du Soleil audition than it was a jiu-jitsu tournament. Alex Sherman, whew, guy's been studying up on geometry because he is throwing triangles left and right. That match ultimately went to Sherman. It was exciting to see those two guys compete. And then we moved on to closing out of the 180-pound bracket. First up was Clarence versus Dario. This was a very technical and methodical match. These two guys didn't take any uncalculated risks. Ultimately, Clarence took the lead, but it was a very fun and chess game style match to watch. Next up, we had Taylor versus Jordan. This was a bit of a shocker to me. Taylor actually submitted Jordan, and I didn't think anyone could bend or possibly hurt those giant hulky fucking arms of Jordan's, but leave it to the cake-wielding madman Taylor Davis to tempt the laws of nature. Next up was me versus Dan DeFlumery. As I have alluded to earlier, Dan took the win 2-0. He had a very sharp omoplata setup, which forced me to sort of awkwardly somersault / forward roll out of, putting him up 2 points, taking him to the finals. Next up, we had Taylor Davis versus Clarence. So that's Taylor and Clarence kind of seeing who is going to be the finalists of their end of the bracket. This was actually a more competitive match than I would have thought. The match ultimately went to Taylor in sudden death, but it was great overall. Then we moved on to what I think was definitely fight of the night. Bobby Durbin in his farewell to the Romulo Melo Academy valiantly fought Osvaldo, Osvaldo's a very decorated and experienced competitor, and no offense to Bobby, but I think that we didn't think this was going to be as competitive and exciting of a match as it was. And it was fireworks. The boys definitely put on an awesome show. We got to see Bobby's signature Bob and Bolo one last time before he leaves us forever to go to Austin. Osvaldo won the match, however, Bobby won all of our hearts. On to tomorrow. So tomorrow we will see the battle for the 180-pound bracket. Who will wear the crown of the tournament, as well as a match to see who will get 3rd and 4th. So that will be Dan Craig Jones Jr. DeFlumery versus Taylor, the Eater of Worlds Davis, Clarence the Butcher versus myself. So come out tomorrow at 1. I think it'll be basically a normal open mat, but at 1 you will see a clash of top-level amateur enthusiasts kind of going for glory with literally no stakes other than pride. Yeah, it should be pretty fun. Anyways, guys, until next time, pay your water tabs, take your sweaty clothes home, and for the love of God and all that is holy, protect your damn necks.